A common question I get from people who are suffering from chronic fatigue syndrome is, Toby, how can I start working out? How can I start exercising? Or is it okay if I exercise? And there's a couple of key fundamentals that we need to factor in when it comes to doing exercise with chronic fatigue syndrome. Firstly, we don't call it exercise at CFS Health. We call it movement. Exercise has this connotation that you have to constantly push yourself and sweat it out and go really hard. No pain, no gain kind of thing. And that's not what we want to do when you're going through recovery from chronic fatigue syndrome. You want to do the opposite. So we actually call it restorative movement, where we're restoring energy in the body and reconditioning the body at the same time. You definitely shouldn't exercise or do movement if you're in the acute stage of suffering where you are just 24/7, got symptoms, you're basically, you can't do anything. That's not the time to be doing movement. However, as you start to come out of the acute phase, you want to start to recondition your body appropriately for where you're at. And that could just be like sitting up in bed. Like that's a form of movement. There's two types of movement. There is daily functional movement. So just like sitting up, going to the toilet, going to the shower, sitting on the couch, things of that nature. And then there's structured movement. And that's when you're going into stage 2 and 3 of recovery, like integrating back into life, where you would have dedicated movement sessions that are going to recondition your body over time to get you stronger. And movement and restorative movement is a fundamental aspect of recovery that everyone needs to actually include so you can go and do the things you want to do again without feeling worse than you did before starting to do it.